We're in. All right, I'm going to be player one, so I've got last pick on the leaderboard. Imperium Row. We've got some tasty treats here. Worm Riders, Sardaukar Infantry, Firm Grip, Treachery, Gurney Halleck, as well as, of course, Arrakis Liaison and Spice Must Flow making their appearance over there, but they're kind of always there, aren't they? But those are some big cards. Aside from the infantry, obviously. All right, let's take a look at the text. You got Spaceport, Spy Satellites, and Shuttle Fleet. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Ali Okan Pandar, where is the hat? Well, there are many hats that exist, but I do have this hat here. Is this the hat you're looking for? We've got it. We've got it right here. Okay. I'm gonna go with Ilesa here. Let's see how she does. I almost went Memnon, and I almost regret it. I haven't played Memnon in a ranked game in a while. We'll put the hat away for now, but it's there if we need it. All right. Let's see. I would like to get Spice on my second action, but that's going to be pretty tough to do. I think I'm going to put this Signet away. Yeah, I'm going to put the Signet away, and I'm actually going to start off... Well, you know what? I could have skipped the Signet Ring, I guess, because I could have gone for a big Spice play. Oh, I kind of regret it now. Hey, Freeman, what's up with you? Well, I've done what I've done, so I'm going to follow through here. And, you know, the reason to do that is to trigger the Signet Ring and get the Fold Space card into the deck, but I could have done a more interesting play, which would have been Still Suits, then Dune the Desert Planet to Great Flat. I would have gotten 4 Spice, which would have been pretty cool, and it would have given me a potential for a round 2 Shuttle Fleet, which would have been fun. Or even if I wanted to get crazy, make it a spaceport game and try to get some of these cards on top of the deck. Hey, the Ruzin Cures legendary Unistart lost. She managed to get to, yeah, she looks like she's going to get a double smuggle, right? Because Romber here is very likely to go Fold Space again, first action next round. So, yeah, that's going to be a good start for Una. Okay, well... I think I'm just going to go to Carthag here and see what we get. Okay. I'm going to put in 1 and see what I can snag. Put a Fold Space card into the deck. Freeman, I was thinking about Arakeen for the Firm Grip, potentially. There would have been a good chance at it. Obviously, if I drew the dagger, it wouldn't work. I thought about it. Ooh. Early Treachery for Romber. And Appropriate pops up in its place. Treachery over Gurney is weird. I mean, Gurney, especially if you can get it like round 1 like that, There's certainly an argument to be made that the Gurney would be better than the Treachery. But I mean, the Treachery, you know, you can reveal it and get those free troops. So you kind of get the troops on the reveal rather than on the play. There's an argument there, and then it turns into a power play later. So I don't think it's totally insane, but I would tend to agree that this early, I would rather take a Gurney. So that was an early reveal from Romber to make that happen as well. Gives up his final agent. What were the cards in his hand? What did he play his first round? He played the Seek Allies. So he could have... Yeah. I mean, he could have played a Diplomacy there. He could have gotten a Secrets. Baron goes Arakeen. I'm guessing he's going to go all in for the win here. That would make sense to me. Okay, so 3. I'm kind of tempted by an infantry. I mean, it doesn't, I can't reveal it or I can't play it, which kind of messes with my ability. But you know what? Given I've got nothing really better to do, I am going to take the early infantry as well as a liaison. Sometimes I don't mind taking an infantry early. Like, it's not the best card for sure. However, compared to the cards that are in my deck, it's 3 times as good as far as a reveal goes, as Dagger, as Dune, as, you know, Reconnaissance. So there is some logic to it. Don't do it every game, but you know, sometimes I'm in the mood for it. And, you know, given the options there, I felt like I'd rather increase the power of my deck right now a little bit rather than not. The average power, right? I mean, it does take up a spot so that it makes it a little bit harder for me to draw my Diplomacy or, you know, my Signet Ring or my Fold Space or whatever. It's not a surefire thing, but it can be worth it. Hey, Dylan, good to see you. KRB, hello to you. Cards like Treachery are easier to use and plan around rather than Gurney that has a lot of possibilities. That's interesting. I mean, Gurney... You do need to send him out to a city space for it to be really worth it early. All right, lots of Solari on offer here. I think... This spice is probably going to get picked up by somebody. I'm going to want to use the Diplomacy first. Probably. I might not have a good city to go to, so I think I will actually put... I could also do Dagger. I'm going to use the Dune for now. See if I can find a good spot to send it to. All right, so Romber denies the double smuggling from Yuna. Maybe he... I don't know, maybe he didn't draw the card he needs to go to Fold Space? Actually, that's right, because... That's right, because in his opening hand, he had Seek Allies and Diplomacy, so he actually couldn't go to Fold Space. Ali, watching Dune Gabe good for Sunday sadness? Well, sorry to hear about the Sunday sadness. I know what you mean, though. Sundays are nice, but sometimes they do feel a little sad. So glad to help there. Dylan, you don't like the 1 cost, but maybe that's the difference. You need to make it to Grandmaster. I mean, like I said, it's iffy. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I'm going to go to Fold Space here. I mean, still suits. And I'm going to put in 1 for now, with a plan of maybe putting in more later. Like, I'd like to pick up some spice with my Dune the Desert Planet. Baron is probably going to go to Hardy Warriors here, although maybe not. It'd be amazing to win this. If I could pick up a bunch of spice, win the conflict, get a bunch of Solari, and get more spice, I could potentially be set up for a shuttle fleet or something. Or like I said, if I wanted to get crazy, maybe I go for a spaceport. Probably not. Hey, Olivier, good to see you. Dylan, I was player 1, yes. I went to Wealth with my first move. Wealth Carthag was my round 1. Okay, Baron goes to Tech Negotiation. All right, so he's going to go for one of these big cards. This opens the door for me to win this conflict, which I'm pretty happy about. So if I send the Dune to Haga Basin, that'll collect 5 spice, which means next round, if I wanted to, I could go for a shuttle fleet if I can get to Tech Negotiation, which is kind of tempting. I think I'm going to do it. Also, 6 Solari sets me up for Swordmaster. Potentially. You know what? I'm going to do this move. We'll see how it works out. But I just kind of like the idea of it. Actually, I don't even need to go to Tech Negotiation. You know what? Maybe I just take the Haga Basin then. I don't actually need that much spice. This is good enough. All right, nobody has any intrigue cards. This looks like a pretty good win for me. So I just have to draw Landsrat access, and I can Swordmaster next round. I think. Hey, Leonard, round 3. Yeah, that would be another way to do it. Okay. Yeah, as long as Yuna doesn't get second, I should be able to get Swordmaster. Ruzin Cures, you like the idea of getting the 4 spice instead of the 3? Or, I'm not sure, do you mean Great Flat? Because that would have been a 5 spice total pickup. Okay, so my 1 dagger edges out that one for 3 here. Do I want an assassination mission? I don't think I need it at this point. I think I'm going to take the Test of Humanity. And what popped up there? Esmar Tuak, okay. Dylan, you would have gone to the Great Flat, basically to keep more spice away from Yuna. I mean, yeah, it's another one of those iffy decisions, and this is nice. So the thing is, like, I didn't need that much spice, especially considering the To the Victor, which I honestly kind of forgot about for a second. And I just felt like, why burn my water when I don't actually need to? Okay, so I think I need to, just in case Romber drops down or something, I don't know, something weird happens, I think I need to open up with the Signet Ring to Swordmaster. So my second play, I think, is going to end up being Diplomacy. Let's do that. Hey, Michael. Good to see ya. KRB, these games are your Sunday comfort blanket. I love that. I love that. Yeah, it's a chill vibe we got going on here. I enjoy it. Some excitement every once in a while, of course. But good vibes for sure. Yeah, so Yuna's got the Solari, so I've got to get my Swordmaster first, which was the idea. Unfortunately, I won't be able to pay for the fold space. I don't have the spare Solari, but that's fine. Dylan, does this version have the 2-cost card called the Voice that blocks a space? Yes, it does. That's in the base game. Olivia, you played some Uprising last night. Definitely like Imperium more. Not a fan of the worm craziness. Yeah. I hear that. Other than the worm stuff, though, what did you think of like the new board and the spies and the cards and the leaders? Like, what did you think of it apart from the worms? Yuna thinking about picking up this spice. Yep, there it is. So whoa, okay, using a final delivery here rather than saving up for a Swordmaster. That's pretty interesting. I have to decide, you know, do I really want this shuttle fleet? Because if I do, I might have to get it now and give up the free Solari from sending the diplomacy somewhere. It's like, it's good. It is good. It'll help me get the High Council seat. Notice I've got absolutely nothing going on with the shipping track this game. Hey, Hugh David. Good to see you. Long time no see. Great to see some more Dune Imperium. Has your view changed base game versus Rise of Ix? That's a good question. I will say that the more I've played with Rise of Ix, I've been less annoyed with it. As you may know, like I was kind of frustrated with it. A little bit with the shipping track, and I still don't like the way the shipping track kind of dominates the game, but I'm enjoying it more. As for which one I like better, I don't know. I still think they're both good. Okay, so diplomacy. Okay, so actually, let me use the diplomacy now because I can still get the well, the tech negotiation is actually gone. If I wanted to, I could go to Conspire to get my High Council seat money and then just get it. That's another crazy thing I could do. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Am I? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to go for a High Council seat this round. Although maybe Romber will take it and then that whole thing gets kind of wasted, but whatever. Okay. Hey, Trabendo Days. Bro. Hold on, let me get Sylvain to read this comment, because like I said, I can like Sylvain speaks French better than I do.
Bro, ça va, c'est la première fois que je te regarde en live. J'ai vu plein de vidéos sur YouTube et grâce à toi, j'ai commencé à jouer Ranked hier soir. J'ai gagné mon deuxième match.
Oh, you're actually American, not French. Okay. Fair enough. You won your second game of Ranked. You started playing last night. That's awesome. Glad you can make it. Okay. So, yeah, the High Council is there. So I think I'll just go ahead and grab it. Unfortunately, the discarding thing doesn't really work except on Romber, but that's fine. Hold on, let me think about this. I could actually go ahead and win the conflict. That's probably better. It's probably better to just win the conflict. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Don't want to draw a card and see if I get lucky enough to actually buy a good card at the same time, or just go for another intrigue. I'm going to go for another intrigue here. What are my chances? I've got 1, 2, 3 dead cards out of 8. I've got 1, 2 cards that would actually let me buy something good. Nah, let's go for an intrigue. Oh yeah, unit's gonna have to lose a troop. I didn't even think of that, Olivier. That is really funny. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay. It's confusing because like it's hovering on me, making it look like it's my action, but it's actually not. Okay, ooh, an ambush too. Cool. Well, actually, you know what? 2 with the Sardaukar infantry is probably good enough. If I really need to, I can play the ambush. Does he have 2 daggers in hand? I doubt it. I'm gonna gamble on 2. Okay, nothing. Yes. Sardaukar infantry coming in handy here. All right, and yeah, I'll take the space travel. I mean, why not? It's for reveal, it's just as good as a liaison, and it does have other options. Another treachery pops up. Okay. All right, happy to get this. So I'm at 2 water now, which does open up a research station for me if I want, because I did save that water earlier. And I get to demand respect. And I think here, I think I take it. Ooh, I could actually get a double. I could pop up to ship, actually. Let me do that, because that'll give me a couple of rounds of shipping. I wasn't actually going to do that, but given that I can get 2 out of it, I think that makes sense, because Baron doesn't have access to it yet. So his round and my round, I could potentially ship both times. Didn't think I was going to get shipping access really happening here, but I think it makes sense. Maybe I can even win this conflict and do more. Okay, let's see. Second action. First action is going to be shipping. So I guess second action will be a city. Yeah, the combats have been going okay here this game. I haven't really been trying to do it, but you know, a couple of them have worked out, and I've had some good intrigues to go with it. The Carthag plays have kind of been good. Maybe we can sneak the High Council in with our last action this round. Baron, I imagine, is going to take Solari here. I don't think Baron has triggered the Master Stroke yet, which is interesting. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We'll do a little shipping. We're going to advance. Very good. Trebendo, I'm Canadian. So I grew up around French, learning French. Okay, Jotaro picked up the shuttle fleet, grabs that alliance, and a flagship pops up in its place. Trebendo says, one of the things with Rise of Ix I found is builds. Some builds are much less reliable, like the Bene Gesserit build, because you need to have other Bene Gesserit cards. It's harder to do. Other things open up. Yeah, I think that's interesting. Like, I guess is there a lower concentration of Bene Gesserit cards in Rise of Ix compared to base game? I don't know the answer to that. Specifically the ones that have the Bene Gesserit combo built into them. Yeah, I think you're right. Now that you mention it, I can't think of any Rise of Ix cards that have that. There are Bene Gesserit cards. I don't know how many. Like Truthsayer I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, here comes the Master Stroke for Baron. So he's going to want to win this and get some freighters sent across the universe. So I probably can't win this one. I mean, I have the ambush, but it's probably not going to be good enough, depending on what he does. Maybe he goes a little conservative with it, but surely he throws in 4 for the Master Stroke. Yeah. The best I can do is put in, 2. Which would, like, match him. So I don't think I go for the victory on this. Do I want to draw? Wouldn't be the worst. Or I just go back to Carthag again. I mean, I could research station. What would that do for me? Not a lot. With the dagger, maybe I can beat him. I could Dreadnought. If I were to Dreadnought now, then City later, I could actually get him. High Council is pretty good. I'm going to hit Carthag here. Ooh, Master Tactician. I mean, I could burn both potentially and beat the Baron on this. That'd be kind of ridiculous. I'm not going to do it. I am going to put in 1. Okay, Yuna does the High Council. Yeah, so that was the risk of doing Carthag first. So given that that is given that that is gone, I could just burn Baron here and steal that from him. It would be kind of funny. What would that do for me? I could get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It wouldn't be enough for the flagship. I could take spy satellites. Or I could get a spaceport if I wanted to get really crazy. But given that I'm losing the persuasion here, it's not super great. I could also mentat, but that doesn't really help me accomplish too much. Just take a dreadnought. Yeah, it's not bad. Rather than burning everything for this. All right, let's do that. I kind of like that play. Shout out to Jock with the wanting to do the dreadnought move. Thiago, down and up would be better on shipping. Yeah, you're right. The tech thing is not like the best. I mean, like, the techs that are on offer are not really worth going up, down, so down, up would be better. All right, so we've got 4. I probably take the Freeman camp. Or the Imperial Bashar. It's not bad as far as it going with the Sardaukar Legion. I mean, the Sardaukar Infantry. But we're going to go with the Freeman camp here. Reverend Mother pops up. I think I will use the Master Tactician to edge out Romber. Maybe. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just going to use it. It's not that great of an intrigue card. So I'll just take it. I'll just use it here. Well, while I'm at it, do I just steal it from Baron? To hell with it. Let's ruin his dreams. Let's just do it. Let's do it. It's too funny. So, yeah. Yeah. I think I'll take the Freeman one here. And I get a troop out of that as well. So my one troop comes right back home. Gerbendo, you got some broken stuff with Spaceport 1 game. Assassination mission immediately could trash. I mean, it can be nice. It can be fun. It can be fun. Sometimes it's just like, it's just rare that it really makes sense to take it, I feel. but it is fun. What do you find this character's main build is? I like what does she want to go for generally? Well, the thing is she gets like kind of increased benefit from single icon cards. So like, for example, this Freeman Camp is particularly good with her because if you use that as your second action, it basically only costs you 1 spice because you get spice for using it. And then you can immediately use it plus just 1 more to trigger it. So that kind of stuff is like a little bit better with her. Spice smugglers, stuff like that. It doesn't mean that it's like necessarily top priority or anything, but it's just like a little bit better with her than it is for other people. Because typically it's better to be collecting spice than Solari. All right. So with that in mind, maybe I go for that play. Yeah, let's just go for another combat play with the Freeman Camp here. It's going to be Dune the Desert Planet first to ship. And then maybe a fold space last. So we'll advance and recall. And there's a part of me that's tempted to take Solari so that I can get the High Council seat this round. I don't desperately need that spice, actually. Feeding Solari, it would give Baron his 8th Solari, which is not my favorite thing. I don't love that. But I would like to get a High Council seat. So you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I think I'll take Freeman here, go for that alliance. So I'm not desperate to collect more spice at the moment. I'm probably going to get some spice when I play this Freeman Camp. And I'm probably going to win the conflict or at least get somewhere close. So I'll be picking up some spice there. Whether I actually, to be honest, I might not even use the Freeman Camp here. Like, everybody's fairly depleted. Also, Romber might get crazy and go to Hayliner. That is possible. So I don't know if I want to really invest in that. Maybe it's better. Although, actually, I think Romber is probably gunning for this flagship, right? He has 6 spice plus a negotiator. So if he goes to tech negotiation, he can pick it up. Thiago, Solari for another Dreadnought doesn't hurt. Yeah, that's true, for sure. Yeah, there's the Swordmaster for Baron. I mean, we helped him out there, but I mean, it was basically him or Yuna, I guess, was probably going to get it. Although Yuna didn't seem all that excited about the Swordmaster. I wonder if Yuna's going to take the High Council seat now. And then maybe that was kind of a silly thing. Not silly, but maybe it didn't work out perfectly. I could go here and pick up a bunch more spice, and then if Romber doesn't take the flagship, I could. Takes away a research station possibility for me. There is also the smuggling that's been left open, but I feel like just getting a bunch of spice. So we're going to do that. I'm going to use this. And we'll deploy some units. I think that should be good enough. We can make adjustments if we have to. KRB says, everybody give the video a like. We're 50-ish people here, so it should be 50 plus likes. Looking for group. Hey, I like the enthusiasm. All right, the flagship did get picked up. Detonation devices? You know what? That looks kind of nice. If I can actually win this conflict, that would be great. I could go dagger to dreadnought, buy a dreadnought, and take detonation devices. Now, it's going to incentivize people to try to stop me, and I can't do another deployment that way. Techs, shuttle fleet, and flagship on Romber. So Romber does have another play, and he does have Solari, so he can do a pretty big deployment potentially. If you were to go to like Carthag, he could put in 6 troops. So he could definitely take this conflict. But I kind of think I like that detonation devices. Could Mentat to stall? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Dylan. Trebendo, when are you not allowed to deploy your dreadnoughts, by the way? So you can deploy them the same way that you would deploy troops. You have to visit a combat space to deploy them. So when you visit a combat space, you can deploy any units you've acquired this turn, plus up to 2 more from your garrison. So if you have a dreadnought in your garrison and you visit a combat space, it can be one of the 2 that you throw in. I'm going to do this. So we'll see if Romber decides to go for this victory. It's not like a super valuable one. He might not want to. Okay, looks like he probably will. Nope, passes. Yeah, the detonation devices, you know, it's not easy to get points out of it, right? You got to invest spice, you got to have dreadnoughts, you got to win conflicts, but, you know, you can potentially get sometimes even just the 1 victory point is good enough to be worth it, can win you a game. But, you know, if you're able to get 2 out of it, then it's definitely worth it. And sometimes you can get more, but probably not. All right, what's Baron up to? Where does he want to go here? Oh, okay, shipping. Fair enough. Yeah, he's like, I was set up to do that 2 rounds ago. All right, so we have a pretty crappy reveal here, obviously, but that's all right. There are a couple of intrigue cards around, but Baron doesn't have one, so this is a victory here. It's looking pretty good. Olivier, you forbid me to not win. Okay, well, look, you're a channel member, so I have to kind of defer to you in certain ways. It's just the way it works. So I will, I'll keep that in mind. That I have been forbidden. Forbidden for not winning. Or forbidden from not winning, I think is how you say that. These cards have been sitting here all game. It's really crazy. Gurney's been there since round 1. Worm Riders has been there since round 1. All right, let's, we got more spice. Another intrigue card. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yes, we will sacrifice that Dreadnought for the victory point. We've got another one ready to go next round. Plenty of troops to deploy. We can even Hayliner here. It's looking pretty good, I gotta say. Looking pretty good. I think I'll put the space travel as the second card. I also have an infantry to back me up here. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. Space travel to Hayliner with the second agent, I think, is the idea. Nobody else has the spice to... Well, you know what? Actually, that was... I forgot there's like a whole bunch of rounds happening. So people could get the spice. So I might have to send the diplomacy there immediately. If I do, that's fine. It's not like a big deal really either way. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't, I've got the diplomacy to use immediately. This bypass protocol is not really great. Unfortunately, with, you know, a bunch of 6-costers and a 4-coster, it doesn't really do anything. What I would like to do is start with a diplomacy. Okay, Baron goes to tech negotiation. He's got a bunch of negotiators. What does he want? Spy satellites? Maybe? Invasion ships? Probably invasion ships. Yeah. Okay, what pops up in its place? Chaumerky. Okay, that can matter. I can win this round? Can I? 1, 2, 3... Maybe research station for a spice must flow? Yeah, could happen. All right, I don't think I need to do hardy warriors. I think I can get away with still suits. And that also makes it harder for other people to get to research station, potentially. I can't hardy anyway. Yeah, good point. Good point. There are a few intrigues kicking around, so somebody could have secret spice to jump the queue on Hayliner, which would, you know, throw this whole plan into disarray. Could happen. Okay, Romber goes to Dreadnought. What does he want? Chaumerky, probably. No, he goes for the spy satellites. What's his situation? Yeah, it's worth 2 points for him. Reasonable pickup. Trebento, you're not sure why by Chalmurky it's not super common things are tied. I don't think that's true. I think it's fairly common actually for things to be tied. And especially in a rank. So here's the thing. It makes a difference whether you're playing ranked or not, because in a normal everyday game, you might only care about getting first place. But even then, a lot of the times it can come down to a tie for first place. But, you know, but maybe like second, third, fourth doesn't matter to you. And certainly for me, if I'm not playing ranked, I don't care about second and third and fourth. It's just about winning first. However, in ranked, your placement matters. Like you really don't want to get fourth because you're going to lose a star or lose rating. And so Chalmurky can help you, even if you're not going to win, it can help you like not lose as bad. And the 2 intrigue cards honestly can help as well. So Baron picked up invasion ships and Chalmurky. Memo quarters pops up. Okay. I'm kind of far away from having that work, but anyway, here we go. Whoa, almost went to the wrong space there. All right, so Hayliner. We draw a Dune, we get another spice. Research first. That would have been smart, but it is what it is now. Yeah, okay, so it's going to come down to whether Baron goes to research station here, which probably should. Oh. Maybe I made a mistake. No, I couldn't have gone to Hardy Warriors anyway, but that is a little troubling. I mean, the good news is I have a combat space I can go to. If I can't go to research station, then, you know, I'll have to go to like probably Carthag, or failing that, Siege Tabor, just to throw in maximum troops. What do I have in my garrison? 1 troop left in my supply. So all right, let's see what the Baron does here. Yeah, I'll have to not draw the dagger for this to work. So basically I've got a 1 in 4 chance to draw the right cards for this. Okay, Baron just reveals. Grabs a web of power. Use bypass protocol. Put an Arrakis liaison on top of my deck. That's pretty funny, Steph. I like the way you think. That definitely increases my odds. Or I could just put a spice trader on top, I guess. Yeah. I like this. That's a great idea. Okay, so let's try it. There's the spice trader. There's the dagger and a convincing argument. We just missed it. We just missed it. So, yeah, we still had to have dodged the dagger, so it turned like a 25% chance into a 50% chance, basically. All right, well... probably Gurney. The Worm Riders is also not bad. Reverend Mother Mahayam. I think I'll just take the Gurney. And I'll pass on that liaison. All right, so we come up just a little bit short on the game ender. It was worth a try, I guess. I mean, it was a lot of investment on a 50% chance. Probably worth the attempt, but there's, you know, an argument to be made that maybe it wasn't worth it. Maybe it would have been better just to go to like Carthag, for example. I don't lose anything for trying. Well, I do. I lose spice. And I lose an intrigue card. I could have gone to Carthag to get intrigue. I would have had extra water, which maybe matters, maybe doesn't, but you know, taking a coin flip on winning the game right now is probably worth doing. All right, so let's trash. Let's get rid of a dagger at this point here. Okay, so it's a battle for Imperial Basin. I'm not in good shape to win this. All right. I don't know that it's really going to matter too much what my second card is here. I'm just going to put the Dune away because I honestly don't care, and the other cards are a little bit more flexible. High Council and Research Station, that does seem like a pretty good idea, Tiago. Or Research Station first. Yeah. Okay, memo quarters got picked up. Who got that? Yuna got the memo quarters. She's probably not going to get the victory point out of it. Trebendo, some risk of losing the Freeman Alliance. Did that treachery ever get used? It was Romber that had it, right? Did he ever actually play it? I can't really remember. Look at his trashed cards. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, he did play it. But there's another one out there somewhere. Who has the other one? Yuna has a Treachery. If she hasn't played it, she hasn't. She could maybe get her Memo Quarters point with it somehow. All right. Baron also has 5 Solari. Okay, nobody has the water to go to Research Station, so I actually go to High Council seat first now. Because otherwise, maybe Baron takes it from me. As far as I know, nobody can get to Research Station other than me. I'm not going to bother with that fold space. Okay, Romber defending his guild alliance right there. We need to use a 2 persuasion card for Research Station. I mean, we would have had to regardless. One way or the other. Either one of them was going to go to High Council or one of them was going to go to Research Station. I mean, I guess unless you're saying if I'd sent the Signet Ring to Research Station, then I could have potentially found a different card to go to the High Council. Yeah. But there was a risk of Baron taking it. I don't know if he was going to or not, but I didn't want to take that risk, so instead it's a different risk. You know, you pick your risks. Okay, so Baron looking to win this conflict. And he steals the Guild Alliance from Romber. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to Research Station here, and I'm going to use the Test of Humanity to do it. Make everybody discard a little bit. See what we get. We might miss. It's possible, right? Fold space, you know, Sardaukar infantry, you know. We'll see. Romber rage quit from the Alliance still? Possibly. His little connection thing is red, which I think if somebody quits the game, it goes black. But we might be waiting for him to time out on choosing a card to discard here. Because either way, it looks like he's at least having some connection issues in some form. It goes black if they resign. Otherwise, oh, it could be an Alt F4. True. Hey, Monkey Unit, by the way. Hello over there. Sorry I didn't say hi to you. let me take this moment for some shout outs. 2 new Prime subs on Twitch throughout the week here. Sexy Otter and Akil Kumar 4. Thank you for the Prime subs on Twitch. That is awesome. That's going to unlock VODs for you on Twitch, and it helps support the channel. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Trebendo, are you able to look at anything about the player profiles like rank or whatever? No. Okay, we did it. Yeah, I'll deploy a troop. Why not? Is there anything worth doing for a final action? I could send a diplomacy, a Dune, or a fold space somewhere. I mean, I guess secrets. Maybe we snag an endgame card. Oh, Belle du jour. Thank you for the follow. Direwolf said a long time ago at some point that they were, you know, potentially going to implement some kind of player profile thing. We'll see. Hey, Belle du jour, thank you for the Prime sub. All right. 75% of the way to completing the sub goal. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, waiting for Robert to time out here, unfortunately. But yeah, Direwolf has, you know, they've mentioned a few things that they're working on over the many months, and it's been pretty slow progress. We'll see what happens. Hey, Espiro de Grillo has subscribed with Prime. Thank you very much. We've got a hype train going on. Oh boy. Hype train, baby. Dishwashing liquid with a Prime sub. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. What a great way to celebrate what looks like a hopefully winning game here. We don't know for sure. We don't want to count our chicks before they hatch. But things are looking pretty good. Appreciate the support. It means a lot. Okay, there's a 9. That's going to be a Spice Must Flow for Yuna. And a reinforcements. All right, so unfortunately my lonely little troop is not going to get a lot done here. And sadly, we were not able to get... well, I guess if I go to Secrets and buy Jessica, that's just as good as a Spice Must Flow, but it's a little bit more stylish. So the hype train has 3 minutes left on it. It says sub, gift, or use bits. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's very exciting. I know that. There was a hype train actually last week's stream. We also got a hype train going. So we got a hype train followed up with a hype train, which is kind of hype, you got to say. Baron thinking about his next move. I'm out of out of dreadnoughts. I've spent them. So I will be going to Secrets if it's open, just because I might as well. And I'll use the fold space to do it. I get, you know what? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be the end of the game anyway. So whether I use the fold space or the diplomacy makes no difference. Baron goes for the spaceport, draws a couple of cards. The hype trains. Hype trains don't do anything. I think maybe you can use extra emotes. I don't know. They're fun. Whatever they are, they're fun. All right, so let's go ahead and go to secrets. We'll see what we get out of that. Poison Snooper. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, one thing the hype train does is it makes sweet animations. So that is cool. It definitely does that, at the very least. And I'm not convinced it doesn't do anything else. Hey, Hipster Onion, thank you for the follow. We've got a minute and 20 left on the hype train. It says 94%. I think it does unlock emotes. I think last week some emotes were unlocked from it. Okay, there's the voice. The aforementioned voice. All right, so yeah, I'm actually going to buy Jessica because that's just as good as a Spice Must Flow for me right now, and it's kind of fun. So we'll take that Bene Gesserit point that way. Hey, Trabendo Days has subscribed for 6 months at tier 1. Yeah. Thank you very much. Ooh, Chome Directorship pops up. Wow. Could that matter if somebody can buy the Chome Directorship? I don't think so. Twitch says, about to beat your last record. Keep up the support. Hey, thanks everybody for hyping up the Twitch. It's very fun. Okay, so Romber takes the victory here. He goes up to 6 points. So look at this, 6, 6, 6, 10. We're going to see about any end game points here. All right. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.